changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
Yeah, it's Goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. Now don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this out before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
Man, we live in the building, man. What's good with y'all? It's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store. Hope everything is well. Hope all is good. And listen, man, we still to this day is smoking on that Eagles pack, man. Like, I don't want y'all to think that we done move forward. We got plenty of time to troll. Like, going out there and choking the way that they did in front of the entire world to see their quarterback, looking like a game manager, looking incompetent, offense not doing shit, only scoring 19 points against practice squad players. Like, we're not going to just skip over that. But what I always tell y'all, we got to sweep around our own front door before we can sweep around somebody else's, man. There is Dallas Cowboys news. We looking at new defensive coordinators. I never gave y'all my thoughts about the future contracts because we did sign some guys back, that we'll be bringing to the 2026 season. So we got a lot to discuss today, man. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, and listen, I promise you that this is Cowboys Convos. I will not be up here talking to myself into the darkness of the abyss. Right, I won't be here having a conversation with my imaginary friends. LandLord will be in here shortly. He making a ligament drop off. We got to sell a tendon, to somebody on the low for a nice price. So he'll be in momentarily. But while we wait for Land, y'all know the proper rules of engagement. First and foremost, please, for the love of God, hit that like button. The more likes that we get on the video, the better that it will do out in the algorithm. And YouTube really, really cares about the algorithm. If you ain't popping in the algorithm, they will not show you any love or any kind of support. They won't push the content like that. So if you don't do anything else while you're in here, please make sure you go to both channels. Go to LandLord stuff, go to my stuff, and you hit the like button. It goes, it does way more for us than you could ever imagine, right? After you do that and you hit the like, please remember to hit the share button. Not just because sharing is caring, but really when you hit the share button, it's like an open invitation. You're inviting people in to participate, and watch the content and consume the content with you. So make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the share. And for the love of God, slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man. Because they deserve it. Matter of fact, listen, man. Them niggas dead. Them niggas is dead, and I'm going to the funeral just to make sure that they stay dead. We will have no resurrections or anything else like that. I'm going to the funeral, to eat chicken, and holiday baby mamas. Right? That's what we doing when we go to the
Oh shit, this nigga dead.
Hey, man, the Eagles were not flying. They were falling.
Oh no,
They fell just like that, man. The 49ers put belt the ass.
dying that ain't never died before. Jesus, why?
That's exactly where LandLord is right now, man.
Ain't nobody tell his dumb ass to die. The fuck going on? Can't believe.
Sorry ass niggas, man. Them niggas sorry as fuck. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. And if you enjoy the content, please, never hesitate to hit the cash out or super chat. Like I say, if you're paying, we're staying. So if you want a long show, y'all know what to do. But, in Dallas Cowboys related news, I know everybody is happy. Everybody is high off life and that Eagles pack. But we definitely do have some news. Oh shit. That man that got killed with that ligament quick as hell, man. Hold on. We got Land in the building.
What's happening?
Now see, my LandLord a real one, man. He was all the way out there, in San Francisco in traffic just to drop off a ligament for George Kittle, man.
Yeah. I gotta look out for my San Fran brothers too, you know what I'm saying? They humans too. Even though they, a little funny, but they still humans, you know what I'm saying?
Are you sure that they're human? Are you positive they ain't shapeshifters or no shit like that?
I plead the fifth.
So, hey, what he said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The government might be listening. Well, they always listening, so I plead the fifth.
Hey, man. I know that's right. So, listen. Like I was saying, we got enough time. He said, don't tell it, Henny. Damn, Ty. I wasn't even finna tell nobody
He
today.
ain't gonna tell it all, boy. That boy.
Hey, I'm just saying, LandLord.
With friends like you, we don't need enemies.
You sort of still need enemies. You know what I mean? Like, are you really lit if you ain't got no enemies, nigga?
I just went on a whole soliloquy about how hate fuels you. So, yeah, I'm with you. You need some haters.
You need haters, man. All right, so listen. We got updated news. The Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator search got new names in the hat, man. They got new names. Now, the person that with the shiny ass with the clean head all the way to the right, that is the one and only Aaron White-Cotton. Aaron White-Cotton. And I don't even know if the cotton really white. Like, I don't trust this dude. Is the cotton white? Is there a little bit? Is it stained with the blood of our ancestors? No, I ain't finna.
I don't like his name. His name is offensive, and I like racist jokes and stuff. But his name is offending me right now. I'm sorry. I damn sure don't want to be saying that every day,
boy. But the reason, and listen, I'm gonna start on White Cotton, and I'm gonna stay on White Cotton because I have an issue with them even considering it. Now, you could argue like this is a good faith thing. Like, hey, you are a guy, we're going to reward you just to say that you got a defensive coordinator interview underneath your belt. It looks good on your resume. whoopty woo, whoopty woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make that argument. That's what they did. It's a courtesy, right? You can say it's a courtesy, but it would be a very Dallas Cowboy ass thing to do, to hire Aaron White Cotton, for a pack of menthol shorts, and some Eagles tears or some shit, like whatever alcoholic beverage you like to partake in, and a pack of menthols, maybe a Groupon. Like, you could hire you an Aaron White Cotton, and that's why I don't even like the visual of that nigga getting an interview. Really, for my own mental health, you know what I'm saying? For my own mental health, I don't want to I didn't want to even see his name up there.
Nah, cause it reeks of bullshit, and we got PTSD. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though they full of shit hires, they batting average really not that bad when you think about it here. Really
Would you talk about Willis?
Like, Dan Quinn was a bullshit hire.
Man, no.
They didn't allow nobody to hire Dan Quinn. They hired Dan Quinn. That's not how you do it.
I'm talking about the process in which they vetted Dan Quinn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dan Quinn was that nigga. That's how he got the head coaching job in Atlanta. It just got funny at the end. And, he was a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator on the open market. And, they made it happen. Like, at least they went out and they vetted a qualified nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dan Quinn.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Dan Quinn may have failed as a head coach, but this nigga was the mastermind behind the Legion of Boom, man.
I was really looking at it far as, the process, not the candidates.
Now, see, yeah,
in which they went about getting them. You see what I'm saying? Because you still want your coach to do it, but they did it. They just jumped rank and did it themselves.
That's true. But they in their mind, they feel like Mike probably owed their ass after Mike Nolan. Like, hey man, hold on.
Hey, that was one of Mike's sins. I can't argue for that one there. Yeah, that was terrible. I do respect that he got his ass up out of here quick too.
Hey, what I say about being a real gangster, sometimes if you're a real gangster, you're gonna have to kill your friend.
Absolutely.
You're gonna be
I wasn't really much talking. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I said you're gonna be hunted and shit, but you're gonna have to do what you gotta do.
I was just about to say I wasn't really talking about the actual candidate. I was just talking about in the process in which they found him.
Okay. But see, and even then, like, I get what you're saying. Like, most of the time when shit like this goes down, it's a Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones kind of deal. Them niggas willing and dealing behind the scenes. They having slumber parties with niggas. They up here doing what they got to do to get somebody in here that they like, and acquire their services. But, even then, like, you can say what you want about Mike Zimmer. Like, yes, he went hunting with them dudes and they hang out and that's their guy. They go way back. He was here in the 90s. He coached Deion Sanders here, all that other bullshit. Even then, you could at least say Mike Zimmer is qualified. Mike Zimmer was a head coach. He was a successful defensive coordinator for years. Blase. Even with Dan Quinn, same thing. You can at least say this nigga was qualified. Aaron White Cotton ain't did shit, but be here. He ain't did shit. And listen, LandLord, what has to happen at your job for you to get a promotion? Like, what has to be done by LandLord from Alabama for LandLord from Alabama to get a bigger bag, and a nicer title? What do you have to do at your gig?
I have to do a good job at what I'm already doing.
Okay, did that sound like Aaron White Cotton? Aaron White Cotton is the Dallas Cowboys defensive line coach. Does the Dallas Cowboys defensive line look gangster?
Not at all. And the crazy part about it is, I don't even understand why he's even considered. His ass should be fired. And get what that's telling you. He's gonna be a mainstay. Whoever your defensive coordinator is, if they looking at Aaron White Cotton in the light of being a potential defensive coordinator, that means they would like to keep him on their staff. Real shit. I'm telling you right now, whoever the lucky guy is that win the defensive coordinator job, he will be introduced to White Cotton.
Man, hold on, man. This boss ass calling me.
Tell boss, don't be disturbing our show. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody disturb his show. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with boss. I hope he heard me too. You know what I'm saying? But nah, how y'all feel about that? That's damn near a guarantee. And it reeks of favoritism. It reeks of nepotism. It reeks of malpractice. It's a lot of things that I don't like about this because I don't feel like he's deserving of being even considered. Tell me how is he a qualified candidate for this
Hold on,
job?
boss got something he want to tell you, nigga.
Go ahead. What's that?
I was calling to set up a boxing match, bro. My boy Lou hit me, and he asked me, I know y'all gonna get high. He said,
What?
He said, boss, would you give up Pickens for Crosby? I said, in the New York second, right? He said, bro, I think I'm out on paying Pickens. I said, we gotta get here in the landlord.
Y'all missing.
We ain't going back, boys. Go die.
We ain't going back, bro.
Yeah, we ain't going back.
We ain't going back, man.
But you know,
But we already publicly admitted that we would. So
yeah, but we already
that ain't no fight.
on a different show that we would probably make the trade. So don't even worry about that. But
yeah, that ain't even no fight.
Yeah, there's not even a fight this time. So
we gonna fight this time.
Nah.
Hey, we gonna go live around 8. So if you change your mind, you know we got the back door open, home.
Bet.
I'm gonna tune in to you.
No, tell boss, hold on though. Tell boss this.
Wait. Land said, hold on.
This what I want to say. If that was to occur, I want them to take their time and actually dedicate some real capital to the number 2. Like, don't just give me no bullshit.
He said, if we do move George Pickens, he said he wants you to take your time and put real capital to another number 2 and not just give us no bullshit. That would be the trade-off.
My dog.
Yeah.
All right. See, I
That's the only way.
I knew in my heart that y'all some reasonable brothers. I knew it. I'm gonna let y'all get back to the show, man. I'm gonna tune in.
All right, cuz. We gonna holler at you.
Okay, bro.
But yeah, no, I completely agree with you, cuz I ain't fucking with Aaron White Cotton. Cause listen, I know that we act like the big bad wolf is dead and then got skint and is up, got his head mounted in the cabin and shit. Now that Matt Eberflus is gone. But nigga, what was Aaron White Cotton over there doing while the defense was ass? Matt Eberflus was just the only bad nigga, you know, on the defense side of the ball, and everybody else were prisoners of that nigga. Now, your secondary coaches ain't did shit. Your defensive line coach ain't did shit. But have a relationship with motherfucking me, Quentin Williams. That's the best thing that he did. Like, I know Quentin Williams, nigga. He like me. That's the most this motherfucker done did this year. Donovan Izaraku, who was probably had the biggest pass rushing bag of any of the young prospects coming out. That nigga had 2 sacks. Dante Fowler had 10.5 sacks last year. That nigga had 2 the entire season. You know
what it is?
What was it?
They just probably, hopefully, this is what I think the Aaron White Cotton interview was about. They probably just did that out of respect for Q. Because that might have been part of the bargain of him getting over here. And they probably just don't want to let him go like that just because that was part of the equation for him. That might have been an incentive for Q to come over here. Know what I'm saying? And then for him to come over here and then they just get rid of him as soon as he get here, that's kind of shady. So maybe they like, okay, we gonna at least give him an interview and give him a shot. Hopefully it's something like that.
Man, fuck Aaron.
But you feel what I'm saying, though? You don't think that was part of the deal for Quinn to get over here?
Man, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. It could have been part of the deal, and I still don't care. You know, it's like you said, it could, like I said when we came in here, it could be a formality. But, you know, you got better things to do with your time than, you know, playing with our emotions and shit, nigga. Like I don't give a fuck about no Aaron White Cotton. Like he should not even be in consideration to be on the coaching staff.
They ain't even give Joe Witt no interview, did it? Or Joe Witt turned one down?
I don't remember. I just know that Joe Witt ain't here unless I'm glad that Joe ain't here. Seeing
He
how
was sorry, yeah.
Yeah, seeing how it went in DC, we know who was handling that secondary. Cause Joe went over there, that defense is ass. Al Harris went over there, that defense get interceptions all the time. Nation Wright almost one hand an interception in midair in a playoff game, nigga.
I don't know what he do, boy. He put a goddamn rocket pack on them DBs back.
Man, yeah.
And we sitting up here over some petty shit. We need to play the Franklin clip to shot ass.
Thank you.
We need to play the Franklin Saint clip from Snowfall on Shotty ass.
Listen, it was I put it together. Me, brick by brick.
Yeah. Just because you don't like what a nigga talk like. What he says to nigga, man.
I'm not gonna let you tear it down because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Facts. We need to play that for Shotty ass. Like he tripping.
I felt that in that man's soul. The way that boy voice was cracking, that nigga went there.
Bro, hey, he acted. He put on a performance on that shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Mm-hmm. You remember I told you personally, certain shows don't reach up to the greatness level that I said. Snowfall actually does. Like that shit is great. That shit is great.
No, I ain't gonna sit here and just spank Aaron White Cotton ass all day though. I'm not gonna sit here and stand on it. They had better things to do, than give this nigga an interview, and I got better things to do outside of talk about his ass. We gonna talk about a nigga that's gonna be polarizing on here, and it's gonna be Orr. He was just the defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens this year, and like I said, Zach Orr, man, I'm curious about Zach Orr because everybody in the over there, like everybody in the Maryland area, they hate this nigga guts. They did not like this nigga at all. And salute the made man 786. Didn't Zimmer want an interview and didn't get one? Yeah, Zimmer wanted an interview for the head coaching job. They didn't even bother playing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like for what Zimmer did for you, coming back when he didn't have to, being already an established veteran coach. You could have gave him that courtesy and kept him as your defensive coordinator after you turned him down. You could at least gave the nigga the respect.
I don't think he wanted to be a DC though, no more.
Well, shit. Well, that's a possibility, and you never know what a nigga want till you offer him some money. Like I did not want some of the jobs that I took until they told me how much they were paying, and then they're like, you know what? That do sound like I do sound like I fit over here. Damn it. I do sound like I can be in sales. You right. I do sound. That sounds just like me, nigga. Now where do I sign? You say how much? PTO? I get all the Oh, okay. Like shit. Sometimes you make nigga offers they can't refuse, man. Like having a second year in Zimmer defense would have been way better than the bullshit that you seen from motherfucker me Matt Eberflus, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I understand that he probably would have preferred to been a head coach again, but shit, you could at least did him the solid of interviewing him for head coach. Courted him as a defensive coordinator and made him a substantial offer to stay. Micah wanted the nigga back. From everything else I hear, a lot of the other veterans on the defense side of the ball wanted Zimmer back because they felt like they were getting better and more comfortable within his system, what they were reporting.
I actually liked his scheme. I just think it was gonna take time, and that's the problem. Like that 1 year shit, like we gonna have to commit to somebody. So, but we don't have time. So whoever the fuck it is, it need to be a you know what I'm saying, a hit record. Like they need to jump in this bitch and go platinum. If not, we're gonna be looking like we need another one because our timeline gotta match up. We need a professional defensive coach coming in this bitch, girl. I don't want no first-time niggas. I don't think I want a first-time nigga. Because of the team that we trying to build, we ain't got time for mistakes right now. So do you want to go through another year of rebuilding this defense and it not work out? And that's another year of Dak. Now you got to sign Dak again. Now you got to figure all this other shit out. I'm not trying to go through that. I'm not trying to go through that. I can't afford to fail this year. I can't afford to fail. I'm sorry. I just cannot afford to fail this year. So whoever this nigga is, he got to come in this bitch and be on fire. I know that might not be fair, but that's the timeline we got. This is a pivotal decision by your Dallas Cowboys. They gotta get this shit right, bro. They gotta get it right.
I do agree. And he said we going back F y'all. No, we ain't. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't, boy. Who that is?
That's that nigga boss.
Oh, hell nah. Block that nigga. He
Block
can't
him.
block.
Block that nigga.
This gonna be the first time a content creator block another content creator on YouTube. Nigga. Let's do it. That nigga finna get blocked. Talking about we going back. Now look, we was over here reasonable. Now he wanna come on some whole other shit. I just said that we take care of now. You over here like we going back to the bullshit. No, hell nah.
Boss gonna try to trade Joey Pickens and give us Brandon Cooks again. He gonna have to go shoot.
Oh hell nah. I'm spinning by that shit.
Yeah. Listen,
y'all up here tagging me about Brandon Cooks. He did good. 4-3. He probably be a great number 3 right now. But damn so he ain't gonna be my latex salesman. You don't know the joke, that's on you. But he ain't qualified to be my number 3, my number 2. Hell nah.
And I'll tell you this, man, the danger. Yeah, I did this. I put the hard ER on there for a reason. I did, sir.
Go on, boy. Get that. Go on, get. Shoot. Hey, you might as well close us out and sit us on race and saying that shit. Hell nah. We not going back, sir.
She said, y'all mean to tell me that y'all will fuck up the offense to think Max would improve the defense? That's some bullshit. That was Queen right there.
It's risky, Miss Queen. I ain't gonna hold it. It is risky. I don't want to do it. I'm just trying to have the best outcome for the team. Because, okay, Miss Queen, let's talk about it. Let's talk it out. I feel like if you keep it the same way, it's still potential that you have the same outcome you had this year. You need significant improvements on defense. And I can't guarantee that that's going to give it to me out of the draft. I ain't shit guaranteed out of the draft. So I would have to go acquire one of these guys. Now, me personally, I would take the safer route where I don't have to put too much resources towards it and just get Trey Henderson. But I don't know his health status. I don't know if he's going to be ready for training camp. I don't know if he's going to be ready. I don't know if he's going to be the same player coming off the injury. I don't know.
You could say the same thing about Max. Max just had surgery. The last picture that nigga posted was in bed. You know, he just got his meniscus trimmed. So I'm not saying that it's a huge injury, but like, hey, I'm saying like nobody, you know, knows when a nigga gonna wake up sorry. I'm not saying that's the case. I just had to get the joke in. But I love Max Crosby. I think he's a phenomenal player. I think it would be
foul though. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he's a phenomenal. You okay? You ain't went full West Coast yet, man. So you good?
Oh my bad. Yeah.
I'm
trying to go to reach my full form. So go ahead. I'm like Freezer, nigga. This is not my full form, nigga.
Man, he beat the shit out Piccolo when he transformed. Man, we feel so bad, man. Like, damn, I thought my nigga had a chance. But
Freezer was like the craziest nigga ever, too.
And that nigga was racist. He went around calling niggas monkeys.
That nigga was no joke, boy. Freezer was that dude.
Man.
But yeah.
Go ahead. The only thing I was going to say, though, cuz, like, I would love to get Max Crosby over here. But, you know, are there other options? Because we don't just need a pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? You need a pass rusher. You need a linebacker. You need a safety. You need a corner. You might need 2 corners, matter of fact. So you
I
might need
disagree
like
before you even finish. Go ahead.
okay.
I
You need
disagree.
about you need about 5-6 niggas over there on that side. You need like some corners, some safeties, linebacker, pass rusher. Like you need help on every part of the defensive line.
Oh, that's true.
Will
I just
you?
disagree with one part of it. That's all.
What is it?
The only part I disagree with is you said a pass rusher.
You think we
Like,
need 2?
nah, it's like A is not significant enough. You know what I'm saying? We need one of them niggas. Like, I feel like we need a heavy hitter pass rusher, bro. Not just your regular old run of the mill pass rusher. Like, we don't need a mid-level pass rusher or a potential pass rusher. We don't need that. We need a dude. We need a war daddy, like Jerry said. We need one of those. And I know we just got another one, but that don't matter because he gone and it's over.
It don't matter.
But we need one though. We do.
Now listen, I understand what you're saying. I just
don't run a regular nigga, bro. That's all I'm saying.
That's cool, but you can't just go down to Costco's and order one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find one in a draft, or you gotta pray that somebody is stupid enough, like the Dallas Cowboys, to trade one away. Now, let's also talk about the logistics of it. So we talk about trading George Pickens, right? I want you to understand, because George Pickens has no more years left under his contract, you would have to franchise tag George Pickens in order to facilitate a trade to send him somewhere, right? Because in this scenario, we were talking about trading George Pickens for Max Crosby, right?
Yep.
Okay, so here's the problem. George will be able to control where he goes as long as he doesn't sign the franchise tag. You can't trade him after you put the franchise tag on him. You only have power to move that man once he put his name on the dotted line. And we know that he does not have to actually do that until like week 10 of the regular season. So, because you need a team that'll be willing to give you something for the man, and also extend George Pickens. They're not going to just, send you a first round pick or send you Max Crosby for George Pickens for a year. Like, it'll have to be a place that George Pickens wants to go to and will sign him on an extension. Because him delaying signing the tag will force their hands on where they can and can't send him. He won't sign the tag unless he knows where the hell he's going. So you're going to have to ask the question of, does he want to even play over there, for one, right? Because just because you tag him does not mean that you can trade him at that point. You cannot trade him until he signs the franchise tag or agrees to sign the franchise tag. Also, salute the Queen with the 2-piece on your end. She said CD was too damn inconsistent this year. Bullshit. Salute the Queen. I agree with you. He had some ups and downs, especially with the drops earlier on in the season. He got his shit together as the season went on, but
Who we talking about, CD?
Yeah, she said CD was too damn inconsistent.
That's shit. I ain't got no argument for that. I've called that man out publicly several times. What can I say? She's right. Shit.
So that would be the thing, man. So I get what y'all saying. So like, hey, let's turn George Pickens into Max Crosby. I feel that. I understand where y'all coming from. Because if it's a straight up head-to-head trade and I can keep my two, and I can keep my 2 first-round picks, all right. I can figure some shit out. I can figure some shit out at the wide receiver position. If I got 2 first-round picks, I'm picking top 12. I might be able to go get Cornell Tate on a rookie deal, some shit like that. I feel what y'all saying. But all that shit is a gamble because you're.
Go ahead.
Yeah, all that shit is a gamble because really what I'm gonna ask y'all, because you're gonna have to gamble one place or the other. If you move George Pickens, you're gonna have to make a gamble on a new wide receiver too. If you don't get Max Crosby and your answer is to get like a nigga like David Bailey or old buddy from Miami, that's a gamble too because you don't know what they're gonna be right out the gate. So
look at Abdul Carter impact. Did he have that that level of impact that we thought he was gonna have?
Nope.
No. So it's risky, man. That's why I'd rather get a proven commodity. But I think this is the easiest way to explain what I mean.
Hold
and
that
the
thought.
whole. Go ahead.
I need to grab some pieces. So hold that thought.
My bad. Go ahead.
I want to hear this. So give me 2 seconds,
Go ahead.
please.
Yes, sir. Restructure again. Hell, I'm keeping Pickens. I'm with you, Queen. I don't want to let Pickens go. I'm gonna explain the only reason I'm even considering this, Queen. I'm gonna explain it the simplest way I can. I think you will feel me on this. I think you'll feel me, Queen. I promise you. I'm still really like no. I'd rather just say no because I got the bird in the hand. But I'm just thinking, I'm gonna tell you what my thought process is when he ain't get back. Like, I'm trying to be a team player, Queen. That's all I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a team player. I'm trying to play nice. I want to say no to everybody. Shit. Nope, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Absolutely. Man, I would love to get Minka over here. I've been begging for a range of safety for 20 years. Okay, this is my thought process. This is the reason why I'm even remotely close to considering to entertain the thought of letting Pickens go. It's because we have a lopsided team right now. And in order for us to have the best chance to be successful going forward, we gotta even this shit out some kind of way. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have a supreme offense and a horrible defense. Like, we know that we gonna have to take some steps, and it might be some drastic steps to even this team out. We way too top heavy. That's what it is right now. We top heavy as hell. This is an uneven team. And, you know, with drastic causes, calls for drastic measures sometimes. So, in order for us to be the most competitive we could possibly be next year, I'm just trying to build a solid team. I know my offense is tremendous, but can we possibly take it down a notch or so and then put the defense up 5 notches? You see what I'm saying? Like, the offense is a 10 and the defense is a 1. We trying to shape the team to where it's more even and more competitive and overall better. So maybe I would have to say the offense, let's say we have to tick the offense down to an 8.5. It hurts me to say this. I don't want it to happen, but it might be the only way, Queen. It might be the only way. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
That might be the only way. The offense is a 10 right now. I'm just talking about taking it down to a 9. 9.5, 8 at the most, 8.5 at the least. So, okay, take the offense down to like an 8.5. And then now I could possibly get my defense up to a 6.5 or a 7. So now you got a great offense with a dope defense too, a good defense too. And that right there is that's probably your best shot at being competitive. Because if not, Queen, if you don't do nothing drastic to try to figure out this defense, we might end up having the same results as this year. Like, real talk, we got an exciting offense and a terrible defense.
But
the same as with what we got going on.
I'll say this. I understand your thought process, but you can't guarantee your offense will be at 8.5 moving George Pickens. You can't guarantee that. You know why?
You're right. I can't guarantee shit. You're right.
Because it could be a 5. You can take the nigga off your team. Some shit happens and your offense is a 5 with the nigga that you got with CeeDee Lamb. And because this is Dallas Cowboys. They might tell you Ryan Flournoy that nigga. So I get what you're saying, but like it might go from a 10 to a 5, and your defense might go from a 1 to a 5. Now you average as fuck on offense and average as fucking defense, and you still ain't a good team.
This is possible. It's risky. It's risky all the way. Whatever we do gonna be risky. But guess what? The risk takers are the winners. Y'all talking about what Philly did. Did they do this? Did they do that? Them motherfuckers took a lot of risks, though. They took a lot of fucking risks.
They took risks on bringing niggas in. They ain't never shipped a nigga out.
No, what I'm saying is it took a lot of risks to get there. Y'all saying y'all don't trust Shotty. Do you trust Jared? Because this the only other alternative. And I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just be real with y'all. The only other alternative other than what I was just saying is Jared to leverage our future. And that right there is something I see the Dallas Cowboys are not a fan of, and I don't see them really doing that ever. And that might be the reason why we don't get to where we're trying to go. But Jared don't want to stay around the rim. They want to stay relevant. They not willing to leverage the future for anything, not the complete future. Because, okay, let's say we get Max Crosby. We would have to give up them 2 first picks in the future. We would have to give up maybe a first round pick in the future and a second or something. Or maybe you can do, if I could give up a first and also some shit, I would be running to the bank with that. But I don't know if they're going to take that. It takes 2 to tango. So either your front office, either you're going to trust your front office to leverage their future, which I seriously doubt, or we're going to have to do some drastic measures to try to get the best product on the field. Like, I don't make the rules. I'm just giving you what the only options that we have. I feel like them the only options.
I think we got more options than that.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to be competitive next year too. This is next year shit.
That's true. But I feel like we got more options than that. I don't think you take your best player and you send them somewhere else if you want to win now. I just don't see how that is feasible, to do. Especially because, listen, like, do you remember when you sit here and had this conversation? Like, we were sorry with Michael Parsons. Remember we had this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, what would be the difference between having Max Crosby on this motherfucker and you still have no secondary and nothing else? You still need other moving pieces on that defense.
Well, Max played a run too.
He played a run. Michael Parsons also played a run by the metrics. He just ain't the size of Max Crosby. Max is a much better run defender. But, you can make the argument.
He did that on our team, but go ahead.
You can make the argument that Max Crosby, Quentin Williams is a gangster. But what does that matter if Siobhan Revel run around on one leg giving up ass? What does that matter?
You draft the corner.
You draft the corner. Okay. So let me ask you, what is it going to take to get Max Crosby? Because I keep seeing this scenario that we're talking about. What guarantees you that George Pickens is going to allow himself to get traded to the Raiders? Because not like the Dallas Cowboys have a choice in the matter.
Who knows? Like, of course, it's all hypothetical. George probably cuss everybody out and say, fuck no, I'm not going to no damn Vegas. And then, to be honest, I wouldn't want to see George in Vegas either. Like, nah, we good. Just for him as a young black man, I don't think that's good for him. So, yeah, bro, all I'm trying to do is put the most competitive team out there, bro. I promise. Like, I don't want to let George go. I really wish that Jerry and them just leverage the future. They not doing it, though. They not finna do that shit.
Hold on.
They not finna do that shit.
Because I didn't read her super
They'll
chat.
shock me. Go ahead.
So she said, y'all remember when they got rid of Dez with that same logic? It was a hot mess until we got a young CD. Peanut butter, no jelly. Kool-Aid, no sugar. And then
Ham, no burger.
It said black folks never got 2 things you need. They said, and then Made Man 786 said, think we'd be much better if you got Shotty his running back. I'm sure that you can find a back. I'm not tripping about finding a back. I'm sure that you can find a back that will help Shotty. You just got to be proactive. You just can't wait till everybody off the board. But Land, so let me ask you. So me and you came up with plans like the Dallas Cowboys got
you
money.
You fight me and you agreed to it too. But that's what's crazy.
On which part?
Max for George.
Yeah, we talk about who was the better player. Like, of course, if it was a straight up trade, I'd do it. We just talk about the logistics.
That's what we was talking about.
But I'm talking about the actual logistics. I'm trying to make make it into where it's tangible, right? Because we come up with ideas, we got to actually see see the plausibility of applying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I agree with you on the point. Like, hey, let's get Max Crosby. Like, who wouldn't want a defensive line with Max Crosby, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, and second year Donovan Izaraku? That might be the best front four in the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I did not say it was Odigizua. That was I meant to do that. Right.
You petty as hell, boy. You petty as hell.
I may be, but I'm just saying, like, if the trade packet is Jordan Pickens centric, there is no guarantee that Jordan Pickens even signs the tag. If that is what they do, like, he don't have to sign the tag to get traded to whatchamacallit. It might take him getting traded somewhere else before he agrees to sign the tag.
Yeah.
That's the issue. That's the issue when we talk about Jordan Pickens being the centerpiece behind the trade. Just because he's tagged doesn't mean you have to control his contract until he signs his name on the dotted line. He don't have to sign his name on that bitch until in the middle of the season, after the trade deadline.
Well, that's another wrench in the game. Listen, man, you said you got other alternatives. Let me know what the other options are.
What, to improve the defense?
Yeah. To balance your team. Your team is lopsided as fuck. Like them goddamn fades that Kid and Play used to have. That's your team.
So listen.
That's your thing.
All right, but this is the thing. Y'all want one super weapon. I'm trying to sign multiple good players on the defensive side of the ball. That's the honestly, in my opinion, I understand what y'all saying, but honestly, I think that you should go out, sign Trey Henderson because you got money. Because I want the Dallas Cowboys to use the resource of the $130 million they can create. I don't want them just to create $130 million and just look at the shit. I want them to spend the shit. I want you to go and get Trey Henderson. I want you to trade. Yeah, Trey.
You remember that shit?
Yeah. That shit was lit as motherfucker.
That shit made a nigga want throw all this goddamn money. I hate y'all rappers.
Man, that shit be sounding good as a whole.
Like, shit, fuck it, I gotta spend this shit. He just said it about 35 times. I got
Hell yeah.
The DJ like, you broke as fuck if you ain't spending that shit.
They showed me that type of crazy.
The nigga with the long hair right there with the shades on, nigga, you broke. If you ain't spending that shit, like, he gonna call you out specifically. Like,
specifically, nigga. Hey,
with the cowboy hat on, nigga. Like, damn. Landlord, like, that, how you know my name, nigga? You broke if you ain't spending that shit. But yeah, man, I wish they would do it the other way, but I just don't have faith in them leveraging their future like that because they don't do it. They acting a little different. They acting a little different though. So it's hope.
I just need them niggas to spend the cap money. Like, there's nothing about spending your resources. And then that's the thing though. Do the Dallas Cowboys draft good or not? We care so much about the draft. Do they draft good or not?
Who knows?
Now see, if we were only depending on a draft pick, I would feel y'all when we say, "Hey, man, I don't want to edge in the draft." But if you actually get some veterans in this bitch and a top nigga in the draft, now you talking because he ain't gotta say today. He just gotta go out there and make plays. He ain't gotta be Superman. If you sign Trey Hendrickson and you draft David Bailey, then you're still cooking with grease. If you sign,
stop it, then a check and get it right back. Oh God, that's wrong. Well, who made that?
Yeah.
That shit was lit in the club. I ain't gonna hold. I don't know who made it, but that shit was lit in the club.
Let's see. I can't remember that nigga name. Day.
My bad, bro.
That was Day, man.
That shit lit though. I ain't gonna hold.
Yeah, man. It's a nigga named Day. I don't think he make no music no more.
He probably was a one-hit wonder. That shit was lit though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. He said, you know who this GP3 agent is? We know who that nigga is.
He don't play no game.
He
a killer.
Who was that? That was Future and Rick Ross. They play no games with these niggas. Yeah.
Mulagata. You remember that? The Mulagata.
The Mulagata, man. That's a bad motherfucker.
That's That's his birthright, nigga. He was born with that name. That's crazy.
Matter of fact, he got another fire ass wide receiver finna come out. You remember Cam Coleman?
Yeah.
That's his agent.
And he just transferred to Texas, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. He went over there with Arch. Then they positioning him to get all the national spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
This shit chess, not checkers, nigga.
On my life. Hey, more power to him. I would have got the fuck out of Auburn too.
All right, salute the queen in the building. She hit you with a 5-piece. She said Pickens is actually happy here, y'all. He would leap to the top of the building to catch a pass for Dallas. He didn't play for Pitt like that. He ain't have a quarterback. Like, that nigga love it over here, man.
Man, I absolutely love George Pickens, bro. But I absolutely love my team more. That's the only thing. I love my team more. And I love winning and prospering more. That's the only reason I'm willing to consider. I'm willing to do anything on a football field as far as these players or whatever to get us closer to winning a Super Bowl, bro. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Real talk.
Man, I feel what you're saying. I just don't see how moving on from your all-pro wide receiver makes you a better football team. He said, Nigel said with the 5-piece, he said, when is the latest they can tag GP? What if AJ becomes available in the offseason? The logistics of AJ Brown realistically getting moved because the dead cap hit is slim to none. They just going to have to go behind closed doors, box, and then take their head back to work.
And
what's up?
Excuse me. If I know that, you know I'm a very fair and logical person. So I know the exception don't make the rule. But if I can give you an example, in modern football, would you at least consider?
Of what?
Of what you just denounced from me.
What, moving on from your best player or your best wide receiver?
Your all-pro wide receiver, yeah. Can I interest you in an example?
Go ahead. What's an example?
The Kansas City Chiefs moved on from Tyreek Hill and got several draft picks, drafted dope-ass corners, and ran and went and won the fucking Super Bowl. Doing the same thing you just said we can't do. Of course, they different. Of course, it might be an anomaly, but the shit worked. And it was risky as hell. Then I think the next year they traded their all-pro cornerback. Did the same shit. Like, bro, bigger the risk, bigger the reward, my nigga. Sometimes you gotta spend that shit. Sometimes you gotta do it.
And last time we traded away our best player, we were 7-9 with the worst defense in franchise history.
See, you not arguing in good faith. Was that not a good example?
Well, what they did, yeah. I'm talking about what happened for. I'm talking about what happened for us. Like,
I'm just letting you know that it's not insane. It's not insanity, and it could work.
I mean, it's definitely insanity because nobody thought that was a good move when they. Nobody thought it was a good move when they did it. They just worked out.
It's always crazy until it works.
Man, listen. I will let y'all trade the picks for Max Crosby because you can actually control that. You can trade.
Well,
the picks
I would love to trade the picks, but your front office ain't finna do that shit, man. This is what I'm telling you.
They just traded a first round pick for a nigga last year. You said they ain't
gonna do it. Because they had one.
Nigga, we got first round picks.
They had spare ones. Them niggas ain't finna do it. They'll trade one. I'm just saying, I don't think the package that they willing to give up gonna get you Max Crosby or somebody like that. If it's just capital, then what the fuck we talking about? If we can afford to get them in just capital, then of course I would like to keep Pickens and then do it. Like, but I don't think your front office willing to do that. They goofy, bro. I'm just trying to figure it out outside of common sense and logic because normally your team don't move with common sense and logic.
Man, listen, landlord. Let me ask you a question because we talk about team building and shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to build a team. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So when we talk about team building, why would I start by removing my best player and I still got bad niggas on the team that I can remove first?
I mean, let's do it then, nigga. I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a option. The Dallas Cowboys are crazy. They might not do it the same like we do. I'm just giving other options, man. I'm just trying to get better. I told you, If you're not willing to have tough conversations about these players, you protecting your losing too. You protecting losses. You protecting not progressing. That shit is gonna be difficult, bro. It is. You're gonna have to have some tough ass conversations. And guess what? The whole fate of your team is dependent upon you making the right decision with these players. And with your cap, all that shit, you gotta make the right decision. You gotta be spot on. For the Dallas Cowboys to be competitive next year, this shit gotta be damn near a flawless victory. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is not an easy thing we asking of them. And we put ourselves in this shit. We finna let me give you the fucking rundown, because people think this shit sweet. We finna act a first year defensive coordinator to give us a championship defense in 1 year with these miscellaneous ass players that we got right now. So he gonna have to build that bitch, coach that bitch, and have a scheme to maximize that bitch. And he gonna have to hit the ground running and be successful. What's the likelihood of that shit?
It's not very likely.
I'm just being real, bro. So of course it's gonna have to take some drastic shit to do this shit, bro. Like it's gonna have to be some nigga. We gonna have to be gangsta as hell to do this shit, bro. This ain't no easy shit. I don't think people feel where I'm coming from. This shit is not easy. This shit is not likely, nigga. We finna have to do some groundbreaking shit. Cause I'm telling you, I don't think we got a clock. I don't think we got time to fuck around, bro. We need to be accurate, nigga. This shit need to be dope as hell. This need to be some Washington shit. Even if it is fraudulent and Cinderella. We need to do just like Washington did. All they moves just happened to work that 1 year. Everything just happened perfectly. The defense was perfect. The front office moves was perfect. The quarterback was perfect. Everything just worked out. We need some shit like that. We damn near need a miracle. I'm just being real with y'all. We damn near need a miracle. And if we can't get a miracle, we at least need a miracle worker. That's your defensive coordinator. That nigga gonna have to figure something out. Real talk. This is like, I know y'all don't want to hear that, but let me know if I'm lying. The things that I just described, is that not the uphill battle that whoever the fuck get this defensive coordinator job, is that not what he up against?
Yep, that's exactly what he up against.
Okay then. So you think we gonna talk some regular ass moves and some regular ass shit to pull off this damn impossible task? Nigga, we got desperate times. And you know what that calls for.
They say desperate time call for desperate measures, but shit, there's better way than that. I ain't finna commit suicide just yet, nigga. Like, hell, desperate time, nigga fly they plane into the enemy and shit, nigga. I'm trying to go home. You talk about being a kamikaze.
Y'all got me lit today, because that shit just hurt. It just struck a chord. When I thought about what we trying to expect, I'm not saying it's impossible to be a good defensive. I mean, have a good defensive year in the first year, but you gonna have to, like, we depending on the Cowboys to pick the right guy, pick the right players, assemble them, get them to play together, get them to buy in, and then have a scheme to maximize them, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot. We can't have a rebuilding defense next year. That's not what we can afford. Like, we will literally be in the same boat we in right now. If even one or two of those don't go right. I hate to be saying this, but it's just the truth. Man. If one or two of those things don't go right, bro, we might be in the same damn boat.
Man, landlord, I'm gonna read the super chat. I'm gonna tell you something. She said most teams will take a little fine to go over the cap to solidify their team, but Jerry and Steven won't. Philly's first Super Bowl, they were over the cap. Yeah, you can go over the cap, while you're in season. You just got to start the season with the required cap space. Man, let me tell you something, man. Because you're right, all this shit is a risk. But nigga, if you scared, go to church, man. Like, we gonna make something shake, nigga. We gonna make something shake in this motherfucker. Cause listen, everything you're saying, even having the balls to tag George Pickens, convincing him when you beefing with his agent to get his ass traded to the Raiders, for Max Crosby, is a fucking gamble in of itself. Cause all them niggas gotta do is laugh at you and hang up the phone. But what I'm trying to say is this, cuz yes, your defense.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is that true?
Yes, he is. Yes, it's true.
Damn.
But real quick, salute the Queen. She said most teams. Okay, yeah. I already read that. And also salute to Samuel. For the Cash App. I appreciate you for supporting.
On my side, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
I can't see where the super chat's going right now, but we appreciate whoever you supporting on the show. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, indeed. Now, Queen been hitting on your end, so salute the Queen for supporting the trap and for being here and supporting the show in general. We appreciate the love.
Salute, Miss Queen. We appreciate you.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, like, listen, all this shit is a gamble, landlord. Because you're like, hey, I want to gamble on the defense, but if you make that gamble on the defense, you're still gonna be gambling on the offense. You just sat here and told me that it was hard, after teams get a second year of your film, to come back and have another good season, right? We had this conversation before. You said that shit was gonna be hard, right?
And if that really let me know if Shotty really him. We gonna see.
But it's gonna be even harder if you take away George Pickens from the equation, right?
Man, why are we talking like I want to take George away?
No,
I just want to build a good team, man. Whatever we got to do to get
there. We're starting with George Pickens, though. It's the topic. That's why we keep talking about George Pickens. We're talking about moving them, so we gotta stay on track with what we're talking about. Like the scenarios, with every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? Every action, yeah. So
you're talking to a self-proclaimed scientist, sir. What you mean? Of course I know that.
Okay, then, young man. So just as equally good as you can make the defense, you can have the opposite problem. You can be the Philadelphia Eagles next year. You can stop niggas and not be able to score points. And we seen with this offense.
We can't be the Eagles, bro, because Dak will never be Jalen. That'll never happen.
Now listen, we saw Dak in 2024, and we had to have the conversation. Did this nigga wake up sorry?
You're right.
Yeah, I seen that nigga without George Pickens and just CeeDee Lamb. That shit did not look good. I was looking at that light skinned nigga sideways, like. So that's the thing. Like, I understand, like, but I don't want to overly correct something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got a splinter, I didn't want you to take the splinter out my foot. I don't want you to cut the motherfucker off.
He said the land of moping again. Damn. Of course I don't want to do that. I don't want to. But what if they put a gun to your head and say you had? What would you do?
What you mean?
That was the only option.
A gun in my head, I had to trade George Pickens?
Yeah.
I'm going to die. I'm gonna die for this shit, nigga.
That was a test, nigga. That was a test. You been around me too much. Nigga, you ain't know dying was an option before you met LandLord from Alabama, nigga. Let's go, nigga.
Y'all gonna say this right here, nigga. Oh, shit. This nigga dead. That nigga done died behind George Pickens.
We not going back even in the afterlife, nigga. That shit ain't happening.
I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl from the other side, nigga. I sacrificed myself for the Super Bowl, nigga.
Cowboys gonna come and drop the trophy off by the grave site for a day.
Pour out a little liquor.
Gotta pour out the hen for hen dog, man.
But see, this
all he wanted was a trophy. All he wanted was a Super Bowl. You know
yeah, that's all I wanted, nigga. But this nigga look like my little cousin, Lecorian, though. That nigga look, he be fucking up. But yeah, man. Like, I'm starting.
Boss got us messed up.
Hell no, like fuck that. Listen, I'm starting everywhere else. Boss, you remember you were talking about checking refrigerator and you try to throw out that damn good prime cut in that bitch? Nigga, we got molded cheese, motherfucking onions, You got some old weenies in that bitch that's molding and shit, and you trying to throw out the motherfucking prime cut. We got steak in this bitch. You trying to throw out the steak. If y'all don't listen,
left the butcher too. We just left the butcher.
If y'all don't take your ass over to the defensive side, because the defensive side will fuck you up right now. Them niggas finna lose they goddamn job for Jordan Pickens' ass do. I'm gonna tell your ass that shit right now. Don't you come with this motherfucker talking about no goddamn Jordan Pickens and some big sorry ass over there not doing shit.
Yikes.
Also, they're not doing a goddamn thing, but being Haitian and, occasionally, riding Quentin Williams coattails and shit. He wasn't doing shit to Quentin Williams got in this motherfucker.
I just told you, that was one of my hypotheses. I said, hey, well, how about sending a first and Osa? That nigga is expendable as hell in my book.
Nigga, you said fuck the steak and you ain't got no other food in that bitch. Talk about fuck the steak. Nigga, you ain't got no fugazi. You ain't got no goddamn fugazios over there. You talking about fuck the steak. you must finna squirt some mustard in your mouth and pray.
Yikes.
Talking about fuck the steak. You ain't got shit else in there to eat, nigga. You better listen. You better look at Osa sorry ass. You better look at Malik Hook ass. You better look at Logan Wilson running around and motherfucking me slow motion and shit like he in the Matrix. You better look at them niggas, take their money before you look at motherfucking Jordan Pickens. Because you need them niggas there anyway.
What I told you, boss, you got to put a name on that shit, though. You got to put some names on it. We got to know exactly what we could get back. And then once we hear that, we going to say, fuck no. Or we'll say,
yeah.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm considering it.
Let me sleep on it. You know what?
Remember, that's why Mike in the situation right now. Jared walked. I told you, Jared was ready to fuck. He walked out with his dick out, and instead of walking out immediately, Michael said, man.
Michael said,
Yeah, boss, you up here. You starting the wrong nigga on offense. Ferguson making money. Ferguson got 82 catches and 600 yards even.
What y'all ain't realizing is it gotta be somebody want though. Don't nobody want that nigga. He ain't that yakless motherfucker, man. He's yakless. He ain't never drunk cognac in his life.
Somebody want Osa.
Don't nobody want a nigga that's kissing out on body and not producing. What that dude, which tight end we looked at, that boy he played in less games, had less catches, and had way more yards.
It was Kittle, because Kittle missed 6 games and he had more yards than motherfucking me Ferguson and only 1 less touchdown.
And he an elderly man. Like, what you got going on, man?
Way less catches. He said, did I see what Dowdle said? Nah, I ain't seen what he said yet. I ain't seen what he said. What the nigga said. And salute to the beige boxers. Salute to everybody out there, man. Y'all, please, for the love of God, hit that like button. Hit the share button. Slap the fuck out of Eagles fan because they deserve it. They worthless.
Absolutely.
Please, for the love of God, please hit the cash out. We po as hell. Like LandLord don't even got no fugazios left for me to steal.
I ain't even got no socks on right now, nigga. It's rough. You know what I'm saying? It's cold as hell. I'm colder than a polar bear's toenail right now. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh-wee. But yeah, who said what?
What that boy Andre? No, that was Big Boy. Outcast, colder than a polar bear's toenail.
Yeah, them niggas always said some wild shit. That nigga said he colder than Freddie Jackson drinking a milkshake in a snowstorm.
Shout out to Outcast, nigga. Hey, AC aliens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like niggas are uncultured that they don't listen to Outcast, man. I don't know.
They don't know no better, man. Some people don't know no better.
Man, that's my shit. I fuck with Outkast, man. But listen, we gonna segue. Let's get to talk about the music I love and shit. So Cowboy already have. Yeah, listen. I'm just trying to cut the fat in other places. Cause you talking about cutting off a limb. I am trying to save the limb, LandLord. Can we cure the infection, you know, so you ain't running around this bitch like one hand bandit?
First of all, we got rid of the council. Eberflus, the flus is loose. He's gone. So we got rid of the cancerous cell that we had in the organization. Some might say that I'm talking about Michael Parsons, you know. Some might say I'm talking about Trayvon Diggs, depending on who you ask. But I was actually talking about Eberflus. So we got rid of the cancerous cell in Eberflus. You know, the man that don't like grits and nobody don't like him. So now, that's a crazy conclusion, ain't it? The man that don't like grits and nobody likes him.
I sure don't like that nigga.
That's how you summarize Eberflus' whole Cowboy existence. We got rid of him. He's done. Finito. Now we got to figure out how to, you know, get better. We got to figure out how to do it from now.
Now, Land, what about the plan we had? We were talking about not going into the draft being hungry and nothing like that. You know, we went out that bitch. We got Trey Hendrickson. We did what you wanted and we traded. You know, and these are all Dallas Cowboys ass moves. You know, you traded for Minka. That shit only gonna cost you like a fifth or a fourth. You know, you could sign the cornerback from Oakland. What's my little nigga name that only allowed one touchdown all year?
It was Starks or Stokes or something like that, wasn't it?
Eric Stokes. Yeah, you can sign Eric Stokes. You can, you know, trade for Minka Fitzpatrick. You can sign Trey Hendrickson, and you can sign Quincy Williams. Right? You already got a better defense than you ever had, and then you dropped 2 top 20 players on that bitch. And that way, I done hit pass rusher, I done hit linebacker, I done hit safety, you know, and then I can hit whatever else I need to hit in the draft. Is that not showing love and retooling the defense?
Yeah. I mean, say it one more time.
Trey Hendrickson.
Check.
Eric Stokes.
Go ahead. We can't say he improve a commodity. We could probably say he better than what we got, but you know he a hopeful. But go ahead.
Quincy Williams.
I'll say check.
Okay, and then what's my nigga name that you wanted? Minka.
Check.
Oh, so we got 3 checks and y'all play spades. We got 3 in the possible, nigga.
I love that. Because why do you make that sound when you at third? Like, people actually make that sound. Like, you know,
they brain and not computing that shit.
Why we choose that sound out of all sounds? You know what I'm saying?
Who knows, man? That shit is funny as hell. Oh man. And then listen.
What caliber of defense that is to you though? It take us from ass to class.
It depends on what Trey Hendrickson is at this point. If Trey Hendrickson is still the nigga, he ain't gotta get you 17 sacks no more. Can he get you 10? Can he get you 12, 11? And then you got Quentin Williams right beside him. You know, and then what is Donovan Izaraku non-driving ass? What is he year 2?
Is he? Never mind.
Is he? Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do that.
Please go ahead.
I hope that young man is cleared of all charges.
It wasn't no felony, no shit. It was just like reckless driving. He'll be alright, nigga.
How you get reckless driving? He ain't hit nobody, did he?
Not to my knowledge.
What's this in Texas?
He ain't from Texas. He might be at the crib and fucked up.
Somebody let me know what this was, man. Because if not, I got some shit to say. Ask them where this happened at.
Yeah, where did he go? Where did he end up getting accosted at? And listen,
did this happen in Texas?
We finna find out. Let me read Miss Queen's super chat. She said, "You don't tear down a perfectly built house to try and build a duplex. That bitch gonna be leaking when it rain and with bad plumbing like Commanders." Niggas is old.
My boy said get Trey and Max. That'll be so crazy.
Them niggas wouldn't dream of.
They said it was in Texas. Okay, public service a fucking announcement. I'm sorry. I do run a trap house, so you know, me and the police, you know what I'm saying? But come on, police in Texas, man. Leave these goddamn Cowboys alone, man. If they ain't really like doing some unforgivable shit, leave them folks alone, man. Come on, bro. What the fuck going on, man? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. They shouldn't be getting booked in Texas, bro. Like, what the fuck? To me, that screams some officer trying to prove a point. You not no star. You not super. You not special. I'm booking you. Man, get the fuck on. If it ain't no real talk, ain't no gangster shit, ain't no crazy shit, leave them damn folks alone, man. I'm sorry. Shit. Y'all fucking up a good thing.
You okay, Lee?
I don't like that shit, man. You shouldn't be getting booked in your own city, your own town, your own state. If you a damn Dallas Cowboy, if you ain't doing that super crazy, like, it's petty.
You know, it said reckless driving is usually 20 miles over the limit. So he might have been going 100 in the 80 or 80 in the 60 or some shit like that.
Man, everybody do that shit.
I don't know what the hell LandLord talking about. I ain't never spared a day of my life.
I know your snitching ass. Yes, you did.
No, the fuck I didn't. Why you snitching then, nigga?
Yes, you did. Because it's about time you get with your own medicine, nigga. You get a dose of your own medicine.
What we doing here, nigga? Damn.
This nigga finna get a dose of his own medicine. Like, come on, bro. 20 miles over the speed limit, bro. Come on now. In a 80, who ain't driving 100? Sometimes. At least sometimes, bro. Come on.
I ain't never did this.
This man probably was in a damn vet or something. He probably was in a Ferrari. Who gonna have a Ferrari and don't go 100 miles per hour? Sometimes.
He said sometimes.
Hey, I got a theory. They shouldn't even let you go that fast then. Shit.
They're gonna cut it off. But you gotta accelerate to your max capacity sometimes to get by somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just not go that fast.
Man, they shouldn't even let that bitch go that fast if it ain't legal. Where is it legal? My car go to 160. Where is it legal to drive that fast?
Oh, the auto, what they call it in Germany? The Autobahn, whatever that shit is. It doesn't have a speed limit.
It ain't even, nigga, this an American car. Like,
I know.
Well, how am I get it to Germany to drive there?
Nigga, you better make it work.
Make it enough.
Make it enough, nigga. Like, hey, what you asking me?
My argument is got merit. Like, it shouldn't be able to go that fast there. Shit.
Oh, well, listen, you can take it to the track, though.
Okay, that's true. That's a common sense way to use it. Okay, you got me. I'm logical, bro. If you give me a good reason, hey, you got it. Just go ahead.
Thank you, the Autobahn. I sure just butchered that shit. I don't know what I said. Did I say the Taliban? I don't know what the hell I said. The Autobot. I said the Autobot or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, the Autobahn. But yeah, you can take it to the track. There ain't no limit at the track, I don't believe. Cause them niggas be racing for money and everything.
So they just gonna go out there and just die. And I know, let's just drive fast as you want.
Hey, as long as you don't take me with you.
They gonna be like,
They say you're not on fire.
Use the witchcraft to get the fire off me.
Oh shit.
That nigga Will Ferrell crazy.
Like, what the Oprah got to do with this shit?
I promise you. Listen, I promise you that was improv. I promise you. Nobody dope enough to write that. That was improv. He just came off the top with some crazy shit.
Man, because we got segue fuck with balls. We ain't even talk about these niggas like we supposed to say.
Damn.
It be like that.
I got a few more minutes.
No, we don't. No, the fuck we don't. Nigga, the game finna
we
start.
Don't. Damn. Well, give them a rough draft in your final statement.
Zach Orr might be better than people are telling us. I understand the optics. I know all the niggas in Maryland hate his ass, but he did coordinate a top 10 defense his first year there in 2024. They were the number 9 overall scoring defense. They allow under 22 points a game. Even this year, with all the injuries and shit that went on, Lamar Jackson in the offense not always being up to par at different points of time.
He called Tom Cruise too.
You called Tom Cruise?
Yeah, he did. Tom Cruise. That nigga crazy, man.
Even with all that, you know, they still they were better than us. Everybody better than us, but like hell, like they were the 18th scoring defense. They weren't even bottom. They were the 18th scoring defense. They only gave up like 23.4 points a game, some shit like that.
And that's with a way more talented roster than we got, right?
Yeah. Well, they supposed to be. Like they were the most expensive defense in the National Football League. So I understand them wanting more return on their investment, and that's why he's getting moved on from. But you know, he's a heavy disguise guy. They one of the top teams in using disguises and hiding what they're doing. I just think he's not as bad as people saying. Like he still ain't my top choice and no shit like that. But I want y'all to keep y'all ears open, because him and Shotty is partners for real. You remember when he was talking about Jim Leonard, and he said, you know, the NFL is crazy. You don't keep up with people and shit like that. Woo-de-woo. They say him and Zach Orr talk all the goddamn time. They say they close. He said they close. So like
he better. Hey, if he do that with his goddamn buddy system, the Dewey Decimal system and shit, his ass he better strike gold. I tell you that.
I'll also tell you something else is possible. He could just give the nigga a job. He might not even make him the DC. He might bring the DC in and bring that nigga in as a linebacker coach. Because I told you a couple of years ago when he was still playing, he was an all-pro with the linebacker spot.
All right, man. We can go ahead. The game about to come on.
Hell yeah. So listen, man. Fuck the Eagles. Yep.
Absolutely.
Fuck Aaron White Cotton.
Fact.
And fuck everything. And fuck everything we were just talking about this whole hour. We ain't going back.
We ain't going back. Hell no. I changed my mind. Bye.
Yeah, we ain't going back, nigga. Fuck this shit. We gonna have to go war about that shit, boss. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. God bless America.
Already, man.